My brother uninvited me from his wedding because I look too good and might upstage the bride. I need to say this up front. I'm not a model, I'm not an influencer. I'm a 31-year-old nurse who lost 50 pounds last year because my doctor said my blood pressure was dangerous and I got scared. That's it. Fear of a heart attack got me walking every morning. Not vanity, just my doctor. But apparently losing weight in this family is treason. My sister Hannah called me 4 weeks before her wedding. We're close, always have been. She was my best friend growing up and I was supposed to be her maid of honor. So when she called, I figured it was about the dress fitting or the rehearsal dinner. Instead, she said, hey, don't take this the wrong way. Nothing good has ever followed that sentence in the history of talking. She said her fiancé Brett's mother thought my new look might pull focus from the bride. She said it just like that, pull focus. Like I'm a spotlight at a show. I laughed. She didn't. Hannah, are you serious right now? She got quiet and said, I've been planning this for 2 years. It's my day. I just want to feel like the prettiest person in the room. She will be. She's the bride. She's wearing a white dress and a veil. I was going to wear a plain gray dress and stand slightly behind her. Nobody's looking at me. She said she'd seen my recent photos on Instagram and got upset. I posted exactly 2 photos after losing weight. One on a hiking trail, one with my cat. I'm not out here posing in a bikini. I'm holding a fat orange cat. Then she hit me with the choices. She said I could either wear something that hides my shape or maybe sit this one out and watch the video later. She offered me a video of my own sister's wedding like I'm a stranger who missed it. I said, Hannah, I'm your maid of honor. She said Brett's mom thinks maybe Chloe could step in. Chloe is Brett's cousin who I've met twice and who once called me Hannah's friend from work at Easter. Her friend from work, I called Brett directly. He picked up and his voice was calm, but the words were insane. He said Mom's been dreaming about this wedding for years and we're not going to let anyone overshadow Hannah's entrance. I said, Brett, I'm a bridesmaid. I'll be standing at the altar and nobody's looking at me during her entrance. They'll all be watching Hannah. He said, you don't know that. My mom said your smile is distracting. My smile. His mother described my face as distracting and that was enough to kick a family member out of the wedding. I called my mom. Surely she'd take my side. She said, honey, maybe just wear something loose. Don't make it a thing. Don't make it a thing. I'm being pushed out of a wedding for losing weight on doctor's orders and I'm the one making it a thing. My dad said even less. He said, your sister's happy. Don't rock the boat. The boat is rocking itself. I'm standing on the shore watching it sink. My brother Daniel was the only one who said what everyone was thinking. He called me and said, this is the dumbest thing that's ever happened in this family. And mom once returned a turkey on Thanksgiving because it looked at her funny. Fair point. I decided to go anyway. Not to cause drama, not to prove a point, because my sister was getting married and I wasn't going to miss it because her fiance's mom couldn't handle the existence of a smile. I wore a normal dress, gray, simple but not baggy. No flashy jewelry, no fancy hair. I looked like a normal person at a wedding. I walked in and sat in the 5th row. Not the front, not the maid of honor spot. The 5th row like a distant cousin at my own sister's wedding. The ceremony was beautiful. Hannah looked stunning. Genuinely. Brett cried. Everyone clapped. I clapped too from row 5 behind an uncle who kept blocking my view with his big shoulders. At the reception, I ate my chicken, drank my water, and talked to my grandma. That's it. I was the most boring guest at the wedding. I could have been a chair. Then 3 people came up to me and said I looked great. 3 out of 150 guests. 3 people said, wow, you look good. Have you been working out? Normal wedding small talk. The kind of thing you say between the salad and the cake. Brett's mom saw the 3rd one happen from across the room and sent a bridesmaid to my table. The bridesmaid sat down and said, Brett's mom is asking if you could maybe stay away from the photographer. They tried to crop me out of the wedding, my sister's wedding. I left after the cake, didn't make a scene. Didn't say goodbye to Brett's mom. I hugged Hannah, told her I was happy for her, and drove home. The next week at family dinner, nobody mentioned it like it didn't happen. Mom passed the green beans. Dad talked about football. Hannah showed photos from the honeymoon. I sat there looking at pictures from a wedding I attended from row 5. I brought it up. So are we going to talk about how I got pushed out of the maid of honor spot because I lost weight? Hannah said, come on, it wasn't like that. It was exactly like that. Chloe gave the toast. Chloe, she called Brett by his brother's name. Mom said, let's not ruin dinner. Daniel said, this is the best dinner we've had in months. Keep going. Brett's mom wasn't even there, but Hannah stared at her plate. Then she looked up and said, I just wanted my day to be perfect. I said, it was your day. Nobody was trying to take it. I just wanted to stand next to my sister. The table went quiet. Hannah stared at her fork. She knew I was right. She just didn't know how to say it in front of everyone. She called me the next day and apologized, said she should have pushed back, said Chloe's toast was awful and everyone noticed, said the photos without me felt wrong. I forgave her. She's my sister. But Brett's mom and I haven't spoken since that dinner. She blocked me on Instagram, which means she can no longer be upset by my photos. Problem solved. Daniel got me a frame for Christmas. Inside, he put the link to the wedding video Hannah originally sent me. Under it, he wrote, best seat in the house. It's hanging in my bathroom. I look at it every morning right after I admire my distracting smile.